Welcome to our continuing journey through the Avatamsaka Sūtra, the flower ornament scripture, the vast oceanic vision that reveals enlightenment as an infinite field of wisdom and compassion. Before the Bodhisattvas enter the Ten Bhūmis, the 10 grounds of realization, the scripture pauses for a luminous moment of consecration. Here, the Bodhisattva Samantabhadra, known as perfect goodness, rises before the assembly. His presence is not merely ceremonial. He comes to awaken the vow mind, the deep resolve that will sustain all the stages to come. The chapter is brief, but its purpose is profound, to prepare the aspirant for the journey through the Bhumis by establishing pure intention. It is both a purification and a pledge, a reaffirmation of the Bodhisattva's original vow to practice for the liberation of all beings. The voice of perfect goodness. The sutra recounts that when the great assembly had gathered, Samantabhadra rose from his seat. He gazed across the 10 directions, perceiving countless worlds and beings awaiting the Dharma, and said, "Children of the Buddha, remember your vow. Whatever virtue you have cultivated, dedicate it to all beings. Whatever wisdom you have gained, let it shine like a lamp in the dark. This is the way of perfect goodness, the way that turns awakening toward the world." In that moment, the hall of teaching itself is transformed. The ground becomes crystal, lotus lights unfold, and each listener feels the stirring of vast intention. The scene is not a vision of spectacle, but of renewal. A reminder that even the highest meditations are empty without compassion, and that compassion without vow cannot endure. This is the Bodhisattva's preparation to enter the 10 grounds, not as an individual seeking attainment, but as a vessel for the vow of the cosmos itself. The meaning of the section. In the Tibetan Kangyur, this chapter is titled Kuntub Zangpos Bestan Pai Leu. In the Chinese Huayan Jing, it appears as the chapter of the questions of Samantabhadra. Both versions serve as the same connecting passage, a transition from ethical training to direct realization. The Huayan tradition, 7th to 8th century Tang China, regarded this section as the inner dedication of intention, pranidhana. It was said that without this purification of purpose, the aspirant could not properly receive the vision of the 10 stages, grounds or bhumis. In the Indian Yogacara commentaries, notably Vasubandhu's Dashabhumi Vyakhyana, the function of this section is likened to placing the jewel upon the crown of the vow. It consecrates all preceding virtue as the basis for the path of realization. The 4 inner commitments. Traditionally, this short chapter is understood to cultivate 4 interior dispositions that prepare the Bodhisattva for the 10 stages, grounds, or bhumis. 1. Purity of conduct. The Bodhisattva resolves to enter the path without attachment to reward or reputation. The mind becomes transparent like a polished mirror. 2. Faith in the Dharma realm. All appearances are seen as reflections of the one reality. The universe itself is received as teacher. 3. Dedication of virtue. Whatever merit has been gathered is immediately offered to all beings, ensuring that wisdom will not harden into pride. 4. Unshakable vow. The resolve to continue until every being is free, even through aeons beyond number. Through these 4 commitments, the practitioner enters the Ten Bhūmis, not as a seeker of attainment, but as a servant of awakening itself. Parallels in Tibetan and Chinese lineages. In Tibetan Lamrim and Bhumi systems, this same preparatory stage is mirrored in the practice of Dag Pai Sem's Biskayed, the generation of the pure mind that precedes entry into the first bhūmi. Longchen Rabjam, Tsongkhapa, and later Jamgon Kongtrul all begin their presentations of the Bhumis with a section on purifying motivation, citing the Avatamsaka's Samantabhadra chapter as scriptural authority. In Huayan Buddhism, the teaching of perfect goodness was often recited as a daily vow text. Monastics treated it as a spiritual prologue. To read this chapter aloud was to attune the heart to the Bodhisattva's vow. Before any study of the 10 grounds or meditation upon the Dharma cloud. Both traditions affirm the same principle. The vow mind is not supplementary. It is the ground of all practice. Without it, even the Bhumis cannot unfold. A reflection for practitioners. If you wish to approach the 10 Bhumis in spirit rather than merely in concept, pause here. Read this chapter not as ancient literature, but as mirror and invocation. Let Samantabhadra's voice awaken the same intention within you. May all virtue be for others. May all understanding serve compassion. May awakening itself never be mine alone. To dedicate in this way is to enter the field of the Buddhas. It is to step from individual practice into the great collective vow. The vow that spans universes and aeons. The vow that makes enlightenment possible. Transition to the 10 stages, grounds or bhumis. From this consecration, the Avatamsaka unfolds into the Dashabhumika Sutra, the majestic teaching of the 10 grounds. Each ground reveals a new dimension of awakened mind. Joy, purity, radiance, wisdom, and strength. Yet all arise from the single vow kindled here. Thus, the teaching of perfect goodness is not a preface we leave behind. It is the heartbeat of the entire journey. Every ground, every realization is the echo of Samantabhadra's words. Children of the Buddha, remember your vow. And with this remembrance, we step onto the first ground, Pramudita, the stage of joy, where realization begins to bloom from vow. Conclusion. The threshold of the 10 stages, grounds or bhūmis. Now the Great Assembly has been consecrated. The vows of Samantabhadra fill the 10 directions like a fragrance carried on the wind. Every heart has been turned toward the same purpose, to walk the path not for oneself alone, but as part of the boundless life of awakening. The Buddha's voice falls silent for a moment. The jeweled floor of the palace gleams like calm water. Across its reflection, we can already glimpse what lies ahead. The first tremor of joy, the luminous clarity of purity, the fires of wisdom and the calm of immovable mind. These are the 10 stages, or bhūmis, the 10 grounds of enlightenment, a mandala of realization unfolding step by step through the Bodhisattva's inner universe. In the next teachings, we will follow this ascent through the first radiances of faith and joy, through the disciplines of purity and blazing insight, through the vast compassion that travels far beyond form, and finally into the Dharma cloud, where wisdom reigns upon all worlds. From the word of perfect goodness into the lived path of the Bodhisattva. This is where the journey of the 10 stages, grounds or bhūmis truly begins.